It's a very important day for all of us because we are celebrating the 100 years of the existence of Masjid Jamia. I always tell people that Masjid Jamia is the mother of all other masjid in our country. And it is. But on the onset, I want to thank those who have gone and the current entire leadership of Jamia Masjid, how they have run this masjid. And I tell people it's easy to build a masjid. Very, very easy. The house of Allah. He makes it very, very easy. With my brother, we built a masjid in Garissa. And we asked ourselves, one to one, how come we didn't feel even the amount of money we have used? And the time was very fast. And the reason is because Allah makes it easy when you want to build His house, the house of worship. Why am I praising the leadership of Jamia? I am praising the leadership of Jamia. Some majority were here, and many who left us. May Allah grant them Jannah. The like of our brother Ibrahim Joni. In the 8.5 years, I was the leader of majority. Through them and the many lawyers who were led by Brother Lidome, we made very robust laws in our country that were good for our country and also considered the interests of the Muslim Ummah in our country. I will start with the security laws. I brought them the bill. I told them as much as we have a duty to protect the security of our nation, let us look at this bill where we feel it offends the Muslim Ummah and the Muslim and the Islamic religion. And I remember the day the president assented to that law was on a Friday. That act was brought here. Brother Bilo and Brother Lidome knows. Today we are proud to have Islamic banks and Islamic insurance. All those laws were done with the support that I received from the leadership and the legal team of Jamia. That's how first comment today is Premier Bank. That's how you see many insurance and many microfinance. Jamia leadership, we played a very big role to make sure that we entrench the Qadi's court in the 2010 Constitution. They gave the legal support free. Jamia and us who were the leadership then, including Senator Bilo Okero, we played a big role in the marriage bill and said, this bill for the Muslim Ummah, we will use our Islamic Sharia. The Succession Act, and I will name it and say many legislation. Today we are very happy. We have a country where the preamble of the Constitution says Kenya is a God-fearing nation. Very few countries in the world have that in their preamble of their constitution. Very few countries in the world have in their constitution that marriage is between a man and a woman. Even I was telling colleagues in parliament when I left, what are you legislating? The constitution has given all this. We did with the leadership of Jamia, including what we are rebranding today, the Horizon TV. With the entire leadership and more other leaders, today we have Islamic universities with the charters, a number of them. So we must say first, Alhamdulillah. 100 years ago, the person who put the first brick, who imported it, brought it to the port of Mombasa, and I'm sure those days there were no cranes, and then put it on the railway, and then allow those Muslims who are building the railway to carry the bricks from the railway station, the 2 kilometers, up to here. Those have set a foundation of the fruits that we enjoy here today. And in life, you must be remembered for something. I am very happy the role our elders have played. And I am very happy the way they have passed the baton to the team sitting here. My brother, Professor, our architect, our imam, and the many other imams who are there before. A lot of people come and learn from Jamia. But dear brothers, elders, and sisters, I want us to use this media platform to educate our young generation on integrity, on Islamic morals, on parenting, on ethics. The biggest danger we are facing today as an ummah is our generations to come. And we have an opportunity to use this media, Horizon TV, which we are rebranding it today. A lot of parents have abdicated their parental duties. Government cannot parent your children. Children, when they're young, the first environment is how the parents, the father and the mother. And then the next environment is the school. Today, your child, if you buy him a smartphone, you have a choice either to destroy him or to make him a very good Muslim. So most parents have abdicated. And we want to hear the voice of the Muslim leaders. And I'm wondering why we are not talking about that cybercrime section 27 that was passed the other day. You know, there's a lot of fake news. The Cybercrime Act was passed when I was the leader of majority. That section was challenged in court. That is a section which protects our young children from the accessing, for example, pornography. Today, if you go to many countries, Muslim countries and other, even in the US, there are certain things that are not allowed. A lot of young people commit suicide because of accessing certain sites in the social media. A lot of them go to drugs and drug abuse because of what they see, social media. That section, the court said, is constitutional. But I was shocked the other day, another judge did not know that his counterpart 2 years ago has said it is constitutional. Even as a Minister for Health, my biggest issue, two big issues, apart from the normal conventional disease, The mental health in our country is at a very proportional level now. A lot of young people are committing suicide. They are going to depression. And I really want our religious leaders, our Muslim ulamas, we use this platform. You can use, I tell people, I can go to the TikTok. People like TikTok because it doesn't consume a lot of time. So you can go to TikTok and just look for the videos of and the preaching of our Imam Jamaluddin. And in the process, as you listen to him, as you go listen, some other sheikhs will come in, and you can learn more. Today you have seen a lot of our young people. You see them in hotels taking TikTok photos. Jamia Masjid has played a very big role, apart from is a home of Dawa in our country, in our region. They have done a lot of humanitarian work. They have solved a lot of conflicts among other masjids. But today we are very happy as an ummah. I did not come to Nairobi in 1968. That's what I want to say. I came to Nairobi in 1986 when I came to study at Moifos Academy. And I remember I came on top of a lorry that was carrying cattle. This was one of my most horrifying trips because I could not pay for the bus fare. I was given a lift. And I was dropped around 10 o'clock in Isili. And the owner of the cattle was very magnanimous. He took me to the small lodge he was sleeping in Isili those days. I don't know whether now it's there. You could sleep in one room, 4 of you who don't know each other, because the room had 4 beds. So me and him, we slept in one bed, and the other 2 people, we didn't know them. And in the morning, he took me to the stage to go to Pascal Kariobangi Huruma to Moifos Academy. Stayed there for 2 years. Later, I became a member of parliament. Alhamdulillah. Hurlingham Mosque was not existing. Parklands Mosque was not existing. Adams was not existing. I'm just talking of the big ones. Ummah University was not there. Horizon TV was not there. So I think we have an opportunity to thank Allah. We have an opportunity to thank Allah. Today, that is why you don't see any inheritance dispute among Muslim families in court. Why? Because we were allowed by the constitution, Allah has allowed us in the Kenyan constitution to manage our affairs, marriage, inheritance, divorce. Many people don't see that value, but I really want to thank. I don't want to talk much. I am part and parcel of this masjid. I always tell the chairman and the professor that the only place, if I am summoned, I will come very fast is Jamia. And I finally want to ask Muslim leaders. I have an opportunity. I'm just like a lot of below. I don't want to vie. So I don't want to vie. I don't want to look for any political seat. Alhamdulillah. For many years they elected me. So I wanted to speak to the leaders. Do not shy away for speaking for your religion. Don't shy away. Be proud of being a Muslim. Be proud when you see our women are wearing hijab. Because it is in the Constitution, in the Bill of Rights. It says nobody in Kenya can be discriminated based on his dress, his color, his gender, So if our women wear hijab, it is a constitutional provision. Anybody who is doing to the contrary is doing it against the constitution. And above all now, at least we have a president who also believes in his religion. A religiosity president. We have now. So that even when we call him to build, to support us, so Muslim leaders, whether they are political leaders, I want to advise them and ask them, you will be asked in the hereafter. You are the custodian, that leadership, you are the custodian on behalf of the Muslim Ummah and those other non-Muslims who elected you. The resources belong to them. You will be asked. You must exercise high levels of integrity, fairness, justice to the people you serve. I know Jamia must face a number of challenges when they were even resolving disputes. Me and Chairman, we know they brought clan issues, which Professor doesn't know. Me and below, we know. But we stood very firm. Me and Uzay stood very firm. We were told, you belong to this clan, below belong to this clan. Why are you not helping him? You are first a Muslim, not a clan. And you should not subscribe to that. So I want our leaders, when they are on the floor of the house, they must speak for Kenya. They must speak for the constituency that they come from. And thank you, Jamia, for also having an open day where people of other faith come and see. And that is the country we want to build, where there's a lot of tolerance, religious tolerance. And I really want to ask our Muslim brothers and sisters in Kenya, let us respect the people of other faith. Let them bring them closer. They must see the good part of Islam. And I tell people, you can pray in the first saf. But Islam is about character. You can pray in the first saf. But when you get out of Jamia, if you go and indulge in everything that Islam does not subscribe to, you steal public money. Unadhulumu watu binadamu. Unasema uongo. Hata ukitusukuma kwa hii safi ya kwanza, ni bure kabisa. Unajua, we must, when you enter the masjid, it is your heart which is entering the masjid. It is your character is key in Islam. It's not the prayer, it's not the hajj, it's not the fasting. Above all is your character. And finally, our brother who read the Holy Quran, the ayah told you about the power of the Quran. So instead of sometimes looking for Panadol, you go look for Panadol, you take a glass of water and you do what you're supposed to do in Islam. And you drink that water. That ayah said it. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على. You know the meaning of that ayah. It's the power of the Quran. So let's teach our children. Let them become Hafiz al-Quran. Let's make sure, if you see a lady who has no hijab, if she greets you, let her not go away. Call her. Tell her you're not dressed well. If you see a Muslim in the wrong place, tell him that is not the right place. Let us have religious tolerance. Let other people of other faith see us as the best of the people to emulate. I have said much. I don't want to know the time of prayer is there. Thank you very much for inviting me.